Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another reaction video. This is my reaction for Ghostbusters Frozen Kingdom. This is the official trailer for it. I think I did one before, but I think it was just a teaser. This one is, hey, it's a pretty good length, over 2 hours, 2 minutes long. That's it. I thought I had more to say, so let's just go check this out.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Oh, I'll just say that I read about that they were gonna make Janine a Ghostbuster, sort of like taking over or taking the slot of Egon, who Harold Ramis, who died, I think 2014. So that sucks. I know in the 80s cartoons of the real Ghostbusters, the Saturday, not really, was it Saturday morning? Was it Saturday morning cartoons? I think it was Saturday morning cartoons. It wasn't, after school or anything. I think it was Saturday mornings. Sometimes I get confused now which ones were the Saturday morning cartoons and which one were the after school ones in the 80s. I believe this was because it was Slime and the Real Ghostbusters, and that was Saturday morning cartoons. Even though I haven't really seen it, because I guess I had stopped watching those when it happened, which I can't believe it, but in the cartoons, Janine did become a fifth Ghostbuster, so okay.
Morning at 12 o'clock.
I'm gonna have to start this. Oh, it's okay, now it's started.
I've been waiting
okay.
40 years for this.
They called themselves Ghostbusters. According to these hacks, they saved the world.
I think Peck.
No eyewitnesses.
Peck is supposed to come back.
And who is
the one who shut down the containment?
Descendants of Egon Spengler. You have a miner hanging out the side of a moving vehicle, firing a laser gun indiscriminately.
Has a proton
Peck.
pack.
It's completely safe.
I wouldn't say completely safe.
The Ghostbusters are finished.
Right, well, overruled.
Sustained.
Thank you.
You the weird guy who buys strange old things?
Correct on both counts.
Buddy, you just hit the jackpot.
What is it?
Better question is, what's inside of it?
The parables tell of an unimaginable evil commanding an army of ghosts. With the power to kill by fear itself.
Like, literally scared to death?
We might be looking at a second ice age.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Can I be of any help?
Melnitz in uniform. Yeah.
Manny Potter.
If there's something strange, if there's something weird, who are people gonna call?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Classic. Oh,
We're
it
the
brings it to
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
What? Bustin' makes me feel good. Makes me feel
Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh, I love it.
Heads up. Tall, dark, and horny at 12 o'clock.
That got me excited a bit. It takes quite a bit now to... The Slimer's back. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So, not very long. I mean, it's already, basically February, so... Oh, I can't wait. Just for the record, this guy here, Finn Wolfhard, and all the whole cast of Stranger Things, kind of nothing to do with Ghostbusters, but I'm a fan of Stranger Things, but I think it's come now a little too late. I think the appeal of that was for grown people to relive their 80s. And you know, when you watch things like Goonies, you know, or Stand By Me, was it, with Will Wheaton and Stephen Dorff, was he in there? But you know, where it's a coming of age type thing, where they're just a bunch of young kids like what I once was, and we like seeing that kind of thing because it makes us relive our childhood. They've just gotten too old, and I know there's supposed to be that, you know, okay, you jump a year, you jump a couple years here, you jump another couple years there, but they're doing that to compensate for the inability to freeze their age in time, you know. So what they need to change their format when they know they have a hit on their hands, like Stranger Things, when that first came out and it looked like, oh, you know, we intend to make like 4 seasons, 5 seasons of this. Do it like the Lord of the Rings route and start filming them basically back to back. Do you know what I mean? Just when you're done, you just take maybe a few weeks or a month off maybe, and just go on with the next season, and you do it again. And then maybe if you have to, you take a year off like you normally do after it's like the 3rd season. Then you can kind of do the 2-year jump or whatever, because when it makes it too cheesy and too stupid when, okay, now we jump a couple years, now we jump another couple years, and now it becomes too much. But you know, it's you don't want to have an abundance of time jumping, you know, going to you know, just kind of have it, you know. I think, like, if you remember Star Trek The Next Generation, when a season would end like with the whole Borg thing, I think it was called like The Best of Both Worlds or something like that, where Picard becomes like Cutus. It ends on that cliffhanger, and then the next season begins where that last season left off. You know, with this, they don't really do that. You can't really do that because they're young. But when you're already old and you don't age anymore, like you can get away with like making a sequel 3 years apart, 5 years apart, because they're gonna more or less look the same because they've passed that stage of growing up and their face morphing into its permanent state. So with kids, it's a little bit different. You have to go a different route. If it was a show where they're already grown up, then okay, I can understand that, not doing the back-to-back type thing. But when it comes to kids and you're doing a show, back-to-back, take the Lord of the Rings route. So they messed up with that. It's just, I know they're meant to still be like, what, 16, 15, 16, something like that, but they're already in their 20s. It's just not right. And you look at their size, their voice, it's just not the same. Anyways, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you.